Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We've got Moogle stuff to do for the main scenario quest. All the way up here in the Journey Mists. Just at the very tip of the area here. I'm going to start needing to look around here, find stuff like the ether bits. It's only 47 to the east. Up there? I don't know. It's up here now. Okay. Can I get to here from here? Not particularly. Can I come from outside? Right. Noted. Let us grab all three of the trials here. And see where we need to go, what we need to do. Mogwin's trial. I would test your trustworthiness with a trial. That's the plan. Mogwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogholm who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness. But as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I'm instead charged with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 couponuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mogholm. Now, who has seen a rock? Tell me. Very important. Mogwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. They're not impressed. My goodness. Could just be all around here. It's definitely possible. Or maybe the rock has been flung far afield. We'll see. Master Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, happy day. If I am the swifter in finding it, I'll soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 couponuts just lying around to spend on such luxuries? They're off to go find it themselves. Brilliant. While we're over here, let's get the quest from Moghan. Another trial. More weapons we could get. Moghan would test your trustworthiness with a trial. It's all about trustworthiness here. Yeah, hello. Yes, I'm Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy is gloopy or your wings droopy, I've got a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial. Yes. Go north, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Aeltome. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. Pick flowers. Ooh, wow. Like to. I don't know much about his stone, but I know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Sam'al's summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there. Maybe it's up a rock. Could be. And Mogmug. Another trial. Trustworthiness. We're here for it. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. Ysael agrees. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, sir, is this. Find 3 ardent archosaurs and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Defeat archosaurs. Well, that's outside, too. Well, what'd you find out, Kupo? Outside? Maybe? Yes. Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. That is something to be concerned about. One guy already left to go swipe said stone for himself, so. See from here? It's like up there. There's a path up there, by the way. That's not it. East. There's a path here. Let's see if this goes up where we need to go up to. Presumably. We're in the area for it. And we can see exactly how many of these currents we need to find. Probably gonna be a similar amount. The ether current. Okay. Let's see here. The currents. That is 1 found out of 4. And then there's 5 quests. Alright. A lot of work. A lot of work. Let's go up to the top here. See what's up here. Some all summit. Oh. More little floating bits. More rules. Yeah. It's even somebody are up this way. I'm sure we're not falling into some giant crazy crack in the floor. Would be slightly inconvenient. I'm gonna go even further up this way. Not really any enemies up here. That's fine. Let's use the rocks. Yeah. Alright. Painted stone. There you go. Got it. Before anybody else could get it. Fantastic. Okay. We're up here. I'm gonna go down over this way. New location discovered. We jumped over there. Potentially. Genie. Try not to fall onto these guys. That'd be inconvenient. Oh, really? Let's let me jump. Perfectly fine. Bye. Okay. If that's gonna be the case, we need to teleport down to there. Too far away? Unfortunate. Can't. If we can't jump off of there, we might not be able to fly up there, or something. That's a slight concern. Let's see how that goes. Elto. Alright. Oh, these are the guys we need to fight. Oh, these guys. Can't even attack them until we go and body check them here, my goodness. Fire! Oh. Getting ripped in half. Do the barrier here. Damage. We need to dodge that. Alright. Oh boy, another one. Nope. Nope. Here, be back in a little bit. Thanks. Ah, it's back to the 2 again. That's inconvenient. Reason doesn't like slow them down or anything. Ley lines. Swift cast for 1 spell. Don't interrupt, that's fine. Not enough enemies for the multi-hits to actually be effective. Rush to a target. Target. Nope. Lowers physical damage for 10 seconds. Puts target and all enemies nearby to sleep. Okay. That could be a shout. Also be a shout if we could start with full MP here. Just gonna keep hold of... Not for too long. Alright, go away. How much does sleep cost? 800 MP? That's fine. Duration of 30 seconds. Casting sleep. Casting my lines. One-on-one fight here. For 30 seconds at least. Presumably, there's going to be less sleeping. Try to re-sleep them. Once there's only one enemy, it doesn't actually make much of a difference. Alright. Back. Could have started casting before he reawakened there. Would have been good. Yeah. Get the defense going a little bit. And the bull. Staying here for melee hits. Not that we can move around too much while doing magic. There we go. Defeated. Now I just need to find some flowers. Around here somewhere. It's mostly this way. Yep, come. Up higher, maybe? We simply don't need to fight anybody. It's flower picking. There's one. Cloud's Breath. Up in the clouds here. Checks out. Any more? There is a mispriced right there. I messed with that. There's one behind this tree. Grab that. Huh. And then one more. Somewhere here. There we go. Buy trees and stuff. And that is all three. We're very trustworthy. Walking right outside of here and giving it. Did uncover all of this as an area. There's not really much actually around here. That's fine. Head back inside here. Lexi. Okay. So we're still here, looking for a dragon to try to stop the war and all that. Easier said than done, of course. Mugman? Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Egg. Rock. An ordinary rock, awash with extraordinary color. What that color represents, however, you cannot discern from any angle. Looks like just a rock. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At last, I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chief Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. Okay. And now we get more important choices here. Got a two-handed Conjurer's Arm, Scholar, Astrologian, and Red Mage. Huh. None of these class gems. We've got... Where's Red Mage? Red Mage? Why it's red now? Definitely have it. We don't have the level for it, though. This is level 54. Maybe an upgrade there, then. Astrologian, we have at 30. Scholar, we don't have. Conjurer, also a healer. Do we really need a healing weapon if we're not really going to do any healer? I'm honestly more likely to do Red Mage, TBH. So we'll grab that for now. See what else we can find here. What other rewards? Should be for pretty much everything, it looks like. We're able to humble my dream devotees. Wonderful. You're as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. So my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly. Their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. Here we have the Bard bow here. Machinist, Thumb-Charge Black Mage, and Arcanist something. It says Arcanist. Where's the advancing? Do we want the bow, or do we want the staff? We currently have a 130 staff here. We also have 130 Red Mage, which got the 15. Actually, 133. There's a katana. Samurai one. Red Mage. RDM. RDM, not the level. Okay. And basically, everything's at 130. Just an upgrade to 133. I think the Thumb-Charge was lacking a little bit comparatively. The gear set numbers will give us an upgrade for what we're currently doing. If we look at the comparison here on the new staff, it's got the same vitality, plus 1 intelligence, plus 1 critical hit. It's got determination instead of direct hit rate, and it's got materia slots. It's pretty similar. I'll take it. It's only 3 item levels. We could get it for something we don't have yet. We're not going to use them though, so. Gear. Recommended gear. Hard silver staff. It's just fun getting a new weapon. At any rate. And then recommend back on the correct ring. Look at this staff. It's got some stuff on it. Neat. These guys have another quest here, too. A show of devotion. Mago is flitting out frantically, looking for someone to do his bidding. This might be after we get our full trustworthiness here. Let's see. Here. Moghan? Do you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. I got it. Lack of imagination has led to most white flowers, found growing in the skybound regions of Dravania and Emerlathia, to be named after clouds. This light-petaled specimen being no exception. Oh yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, sir? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. Okay. Here we get Lancer, Pugilist, Rogue, and shield. Well, we've got precisely none of those. Lancer we have technically at 30. Pugilist we have 0 currently. Rogue is another melee DPS. And shield, likely for tanks. Specifically this one is gladiator only shield, I guess. We'll take one for the one we have at least, I guess. I have to compare what we currently have as options. We can always go buy some just random bit. Go for it. You completed the Trials of Trustworthiness. Return to Chief Public and await his judgment. Yeah. Decent stuff. Chief Mogul is ready to pass judgment on your trial performance. Artik, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the Trials of Trustworthiness, administered by the Taskmasters Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Oh, this new stuff. We have a lot to do here once we are found trustworthy. Are these trials over then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts select not to grant their aid after working us like pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Koopa Nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let's hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Anacina. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mogomog XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. With every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely up here. Part of the myths, at least, are correct. How go your trials, warrior of light? I myself have been set on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our host seems entranced by the height of my leap, and compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld, who also favored such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a chronicle lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Artik. I like not this place. Wild stuff in here. Pretty simple little village here. What sorcery is this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? No matter, what is it? Chieftain Mogul has made his decision. Let's not keep him waiting then. Yep. And Kupo. We become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. Yep. Yep. That's everybody. What are you gonna give me? Moglin's judgment. Big and bully. We'll see. Moglin. Getting everybody together to not repeat. Good play. Good plan. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. Yeah. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much to doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. True. But you see, before any meeting with Helsvelger could take place, certain preparations need to be made, What better way to help you pass the time than have you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Oh dear! The horn! Bring out the horn quickly now! The horn. Thanks. Actually, given an item. Look at that. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late. I think Maka may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Trustworthiness. Very possibly, yes. I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, your concern is appreciated. But I'm quite certain that Trustworthiness will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come. We've squandered enough time already. He is ready to go. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider my home your home amongst the clouds. Alright. Goodbye. We're not actually leaving yet, but goodbye. Because there is more quests and stuff. Markan, I have to talk to you first. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt we would ever have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about, a little more time chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done, and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo? Yep. Kupo. I'm leaving Mogholm. My hand is ready to lead you out of Mogholm. Well, we got more things to do before we do that. A couple things, at least. Why not? Since we're here. A dream blooms. Makomo is staring longingly into the distance. I've just heard the most amazing news, Kupo. Rare and fragrant flowers called hornblooms are blooming near the House of Letters. If you could go and pick 3 for me, my gratitude would be yours. Near the House of Letters. Margaret is going to give us an ether current. That's definitely worth doing before we leave. Margaret is in desperate need of a bath. Have you ever bathed in the waters to the northeast? Of course not, because a gang of burly Hropkins have been attacking any who goes near them, Kupo. If you were kind enough to slay a few, that might scare them away, giving me time for a dip in the waters. Okay. Some stuff over this way. Magma. Magma is flitting about frantically, looking for someone to do his bidding. Show of devotion. Oh, you've returned to bask in my alluring aura. One can never have too many devotees. Say, I've just the job for a fledgling fan, Kupo. I require 4 vines from the sanctrins that reside north of Mogholm. An ardent admirer such as yourself surely will not deny me. And something above here. Pebble for your thoughts. Yeah. Guess we're going up then. It's up near the pebble. Why don't you go this way? Oh, there's a sponsor. Here, here, here. Not too far. Should be manageable. Oh. pebble. Brightly colored, or not. We shall see. Maybe. Moglio. Rewards. Helmets. He is looking for someone to help him catch his dream. What could that be? What dream have thee? You there, Kupo. Yes, you're exactly the type of brawny adventurer I had in mind. You have just the perfect build for what I require. You see, the Skylords in service to Nidhogg, while always a bit of a nuisance, have become increasingly belligerent recently. Understandably, us Moogles are more than a little frightened of our marvelous Maghome, Kupo. That's why I've decided to take up arms in defense of our home by joining the Palm Guard. With me protecting them, Mooglekind will no longer have to cower in fear. There's just one obstacle holding me back. I haven't actually joined the Palm Guard yet. To do so, I must prove that I'm strong enough to be a capable defender. I need you to help me. How do we go about proving my strength, you ask? We shall scour the churning mists in search of troubled Moogles, Kupo. I'll lay my sword to these poor Moogles in their darkest hour, and word of my bravery will spread far and wide. Come, adventurer, let our search begin. Alright. This over here. There's some in this area. It's gonna be the closer one here. It's just the pebble. That's the pebble guy. Alright. These ones are down. It's on the same, but elsewhere. Here is a mumbling Moogle. I'll go with it. Now here's a Moogle who needs my help. See his pom-pom? That's how I know, Kupo. Alright. Has to be somewhere around here. Is something amiss, Kupo? Why, I had recently acquired a masterfully painted pebble, which to gaze upon it once more. When I went to look for it, it was nowhere to be found, Kupo. Worry not, my troubled friend. I'll find this pebble for you, and you'll once again be enraptured by the pebble's enchanting brushstrokes. You're too kind, Kupo. I enjoyed an afternoon nap just northeast of Maghome not too long ago. If pebble's anywhere, it's likely to be there. And to the northeast of Maghome we shall go. Adventurer. It means you too. Yep. Right. Let's get down first before we can get over. This is the area here. Reasonable. Every possibility we're going to be coming back through these directions when we actually take the leaving quest, but worry about that when we have to worry about that. That's here. A swift cast going here. Blast him. One out of 4. Actually, these two are really close together. Let's solve that problem. Really. Fire! Fire some more! You have to heal after this. There it goes. Our new staff here. Just a regular staff. It's super fancy. Gets the job done though. I suppose. Poisoned a little bit there. That's not ideal. Obviously. Yes, you. down some ley lines if we wanted to. Always an option. Okay. Just need one more here. Oh. Let's get it. Okay. More mana. More stones. There you go. Let's go over this way. Got a fate happening over there. 54 enemies. Stuff up above here. Get up to that. Gonna be more chasms and everything here. Fate of the lightning guy here. This is aggressive. It's our fate guy. And from these. Oh, these. Something. That is Hopkin. What do you do for the other quest here? Well, how about thee? Oh, big crazy guy. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Ow. That. One day. Two to go. It's an interesting spot here. That's a bit of a mess, all things considered. Oh. Do at least a little bit of damage before they come up and start smacking us in the head. It's a pretty solid strat. Having to exit the ley lines to not get blasted. Sad times. Unfortunate. Thunder. Okay. We're managing fairly well here. Really? Wow. Gotcha. Rendezvousing over this way. There is ice. Might be water. Very shallow bit there. Might be deeper further in. It's fine. Get around this side here. That's something. Another current. I'm gonna go touch it. That's a wind sprite. Boo. Boo. Hiss. Okay. We need to get up there. Looks like that's manageable over here. That is ruins. How ruined. What a mess. Run away from these guys first, though. They're trying to attack. Big water blast kind of thing. Oh, here's this. This clearly is a problem. Stand right in this. Fantastic. A sea beggar. Interesting. Not too much sea up in the clouds, but what are you doing, yes? Muglio. That was close. The monster was lucky I was so distracted by my search, or else I would have buried my blade in its scaly hide, Kupo. Thanks to you, however, I was able to retrieve the pebble without injury. Hurry, adventurer! Must make haste to deliver it to its worried owner. Let's back up the starting area. But up at the top. Got it. Okay. We just have dream blooms over this way. Pick horn blooms. Now this ruined bit. Further this way. There is big something over there. Well, that'd be Zenith, by the looks of things. Looking interesting. Okay. Can we cross this mountainous terrain to get over here? Looks like yes. There's a fade happening there. Not as concerned with that right now. Or Archosaurus. Don't join the fate. Alright. Let's get these horn blooms here, shall we? That's 1 out of 3. Some of these ruins and stuff. To fight some dinosaurs, that's fine, I suppose. I'm gonna sneak through though. It's obviously quicker. Just going through the door. Also potentially quicker. So I'm trying to jump around. That's alright. There's one. Don't mind me. Okay. Done and done and done and done. Fantastic. Okay. Back into Magho. Turn all this in. Get some stuff. Are working towards 56 here on Black Mage. Just 500,000 more XP to go. The regular main quests definitely give a good chunk of the experience here. Returned, bathed in a floral scent, Kupo, where you'll find 3 of the flowers. Yep. Spill flower blooms only once every spring. The rest of the year, the plant is considered one of the ugliest in all the land. Shame. You really have an eyes of a florist. As I'm sure you've gathered, these are far more precious than the other flowers you see dotting the landscape, as they only bloom so lovely once a year. I'll do my very best in making sure they stay healthy and robust. Don't tell anyone, but I'll be using these for my secret garden. When it's finally complete, you'll be the first I invite, Kupo. Yeah. Alright. Many thanks, brave adventurer. Finally, I can enjoy a bath without the smell of raw dragonfish assaulting my senses. Say, a dip in the waters might serve to freshen you up as well, Kupo. Ether current. Yep. And Mugbook. My steadfast supporter has returned. Did the ascensions prove to be any trouble, Kupo? No. Slightly. Vine. Thick, fibrous vine of a Sancchini. New roots have already begun to shoot forth from the exposed cut. Magnificent, marvelous. Such beauteous vines almost make me green with envy. With these, I'll make the most harmonious harp in my home, and mules for malms around will be enraptured when I perform at the harvest fit. Come and lend your voice to the cheers of my fellow fans, Kupo. Nope. And up. Top. Nothing super concerning happened nearby. Except for all the dragons trying to eat them. So, you know. Comes with the territory when you're up all the way in the Dragonlands here. It's a whole mess. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for finding my prized pebble. It would have been a terrible waste of Koopa nuts had I lost it. Such a trifling task is nothing for the likes of a future Palm Guard member. Now take care not to drop the pebble again, unless I'm too far away to rush to your aid. Well, it turns out helping Moogles isn't so hard after all. At this rate, Mogcomb will be worry-free in a matter of days, and all thanks to us. Maybe we should spread our wings and bring help to the Moogles living outside Mogcomb? Yes. Wherever a Moogle flits in frustration, Moglio will be there to lend a helping paw, Kupo. You say so. Here's some helmets. Gladiator, Monopound Ward, Lancer, Shoeless, Monk, Samurai. We can use this for one of the things we have unlocked, so. Take this one. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. What is... there's a quest over here at a settlement. Presumably we'll get over towards that settlement as we continue the main quest here. Oh, to fly. Anyways, leaving Mogcomb. Will we come back for more things? I don't know. So we'll see. Next time. Goodbye.